Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel, and we are finally up to doing a 1-year update video. Our lives have been pretty busy lately. Case in point, this whole video to make it, we've been trying to make it for a month. One of the problems that we ran into is obviously the space that we're standing in. Most of you didn't know because we haven't been filming in here, but we actually have not been able to get in here for a couple weeks. Big problem was this door right here, which you may notice is new, has a nice new lock on it, which now we can actually open. Before, Joe's old door had a hook on it basically to hold it shut, and the garage door, the actual garage door, large door, had stopped working. So we couldn't actually get in here, so we ended up knocking the door completely off its hinges and everything and replacing it. So that took a couple weeks to kind of get tackled and everything. But after we got that done, we refocused on cleaning up this space because it has gotten kind of gross in the time in between when we've been working on the truck. We've mainly just been at the end of the night, bringing stuff in, setting it down, and it got to be a bit of a pigsty. So we did a little bit of reorganizing, got some of the tools reorganized. We recently worked on getting this pegboard set up so that we have a little bit better ease of grasp of tools that we use more regularly. We moved the bench seat over here. It's just got some towels and a seat that needs to go into Joe's car that he hasn't put in yet. Moved the welder and stuff like that, just so that we have a little bit easier time moving around, because right now Joe is also helping to store a friend's car. So he's actually using up both garage spots, as before it was just his. Moving over to my bench, I cleaned it off. We also picked up a nice toolbox here just to keep all my stuff, because I had been accumulating quite a bit of tools over here. You know, with all the projects going on, I obviously want to be using some of my own equipment, not just relying on Joe's, because that'd be a jerk thing to do. Let's go over some of the things that we've been doing in this past year.
Hey Jalen, so quick update from me. As you guys have noticed, filming has been a little erratic and inconsistent lately. I've gotten my drone license recently, so we were studying for that. Work schedule has been pretty crazy. I'm now a real estate license agent, so there's that also. So if you guys need houses, like Collin mentioned, we recently got the garage door fixed. We've got another project to put in our garage door opener. So we have some updates to the studio that will hopefully make things a little bit easier to work with, more consistent. We've got some ideas upcoming, and hopefully we'll be able to hear some feedback from you as well as far as what content you'd like to see. You know, we love making this content. Thanks for joining us. Keep commenting and sharing your thoughts as far as what you'd like to see, and we'll keep going on with this channel.
So as far as this actual channel goes, we started it as a couple different things: to document projects we are already working on, to document some of the racing types of things that we are already doing, as well as doing some self-promotion. Obviously, I have my business, CB3 Fabrication, and Joe actually does photography and videography stuff as well with Jalen Media. Though that was already in our wheelhouse to do something like this. So we started with doing the coilovers on my Miata, because that was parts I had already purchased, and it seemed like a good spot to start with a race related content channel. And obviously lately we've mostly been working on my Datsun pickup truck. Reason being was just that was a project we already had started on and had lined up. So it was logical for us to try and take care of that, as we have the space and everything else provided. Other plans obviously was to do some track events. We found that it was actually pretty difficult to film at track events when we are both doing competition or other types of responsibilities. We're still trying to work on the best way to bring track content. Had some different troubleshooting issues with my GoPro actually not recording content. Some, you know, obviously we've seen on the channel, but yeah, quite a bit has actually been lost. So we're still working out the kinks to be able to do that better. And we're also trying to work on making sure that we do event coverage better when we do go to events. We had planned to start and do Roadster Cup this year. Unfortunately, a couple things got in the way. One being that Roadster Cup is a little bit of a mess right now. If you do compete, you do know what we're talking about. As the actual organizer for it, the person that is working with Extreme Speed currently was planning to step down and it fell apart. So he hasn't been maintaining the group. They had some cancellations as well for events. And we got busy with Tracked. Tracked was unexpected for me, at least, but it has been very useful for educational purposes on learning running events, understanding better for helping other people learn how to drive and instructing and things like that. And these are great things as we try to become better drivers as well. This is what we have coming up next. A set of wheels and tires that I was able to pick up for a good price. These are going to be what is going to be going on the truck for the time being, at least. I got these for a really good deal. Even though they're not gonna exactly match the style of the truck, they should be good to get us going. And also, we have some of the drivetrain components, transmission and the rear diff. That is our next big goal, is to start working on getting this, as well as the engine, which is in the other room right now, put into the truck to start mocking up to figure out what we need to do to get the whole drivetrain aligned and set up so that we can keep moving on with that project. I was also able to pick up a used set of stock suspension from our buddy Robbie. Thanks again, Robbie. Unfortunately, what I had on with the truck with the rest of the Miata stuff was a set of Racelands, or Ricelands as we like to refer to them. They were pretty blown out and junk, so they were never going to work to begin with. So as far as current and future projects, right now the Miata, like I said, has been going into a slight rollback transformation into something that has a little bit better street manners. Plans for that at this point is to get the hardtop painted within the next 6-ish months. I don't have a guaranteed timeline right now. Still working out some of those details. But after that point, I am more or less going to consider that car done for the time being, at least for what I want it to. Like I said, the Z is going to be featured here and there. I'm going to start working on that on the side in my free time. I'll bring you along. I'll do some handheld solo videos for that, just to kind of show you what we're playing with that. And obviously the truck is the big, #1 project on the channel, and that is going to be the bulk of our concentration. But in the meantime, other thing that Joe and I have reignited a passion for are all of these. As a kid, like a lot of kids that are into cars, we were into RC cars. In our in-between time and everything, I had dug out a couple of my RC cars. I had this 10th scale buggy and this 10th scale drift car, and recently acquired and modified this little 24th scale monster truck. This is Joe's 24th scale A86. It's kind of a piece of crap, but it's still fun. And recently my new toy is this 1/28 scale drift car, which I have already modified with a beautiful body that I'm sure you can all guess what it is. But we've been having some fun with this stuff, and we are also thinking about making some content on the channel regarding some different RC things, maybe some racing things, some drifting things, some customization things. If that's stuff that you'd be interested in watching, please let us know, because we've been having fun. And if you guys enjoy this stuff too, you can follow along with our shenanigans. So we both hope that you've enjoyed watching us as we've gotten better at making videos, working on different projects, and we hope that you'll join us for another year and possibly beyond. If you are interested in that stuff, obviously like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Tell your friends about us. We're definitely trying to get a bigger audience, and if you enjoy it, we think your friends will too. So keep an eye out, and hopefully we'll see you again soon.
Well, we hope you've enjoyed our year, and we hope you continue joining us and share our content with friends. In the meantime, woo, donuts!
The CB3 fabrication hardtops for the ND Generation Miata are now available. If you are interested in ordering a hardtop, go to cb3fabrication.com. And if you would be interested in learning how to drive on a racetrack, Track offers driving clinics as well as providing several sessions for more experienced drivers. Go to track.llc to learn more.